How you guys doing on this wonderful Saturday? It's amazing. Just yesterday it was 70 degrees, and today it's 32. You go global warming. A lot of people asked me what I thought about the supposed comments that Trump made as far as calling countries shiznick hole countries. I'm not saying the guy is the most polished guy in the world, but it's all about terminology. You people out there talking about him calling it a shiznick hole country, well, most of us call it a third world country. And you know why we call it a third world country? Because they don't have shiznick, which is the same as a shiznick hole country. But that's not what I wanted to talk to you about. I turned 50 years old in a couple of weeks here, and for some odd reason, I'm excited about it. And I've seen a lot of things, known a lot of people. A lot of people my age have been divorced, married, got kids, remarried, all these things. A lot of these women who are divorced and their man has moved on, they're not upset with that man. But when a man goes with another woman who more than likely around my age has other kids, sometimes he'll take care of those kids better than he takes care of his own. You know, he takes care of the ones that live with him better than he takes care of the ones that are his. Now, I don't know why that is, but I think that's what really pisses women off. You're not taking care of your children first. Now, to get to my point is, we are the children of America. We are it. We are America's children. And a lot of people get upset when we see our mother, our native country, take care of other people better than they take care of their children. Now, I understand DACA. I understand these people came here as children, and there's about 800,000 of them. And the Democratic Party is holding it funding the government as hostage. But see, there's a lot of things that happen when the government closes that they don't tell you. And I'll tell you this because I've worked for the government and I've worked as a contractor. See, there are approximately 2.79 million people that work for the government. Now, when the government closes, these people are furloughed. That means they don't go to work. Whether it's a month or 2 months, they don't go to work. Well, the government's going to eventually reopen. And when it reopens, most of the time, those 2.79 million government employees get back pay, which affects the country and increases their deficit. But here's another part. As a contractor, they lay us off. And a lot of those contractors, there's a lot of them that work in this country as well as other countries. A lot of those contractors don't get back pay. They just don't get pay. Now, everybody knows that probably 80% of us live paycheck to paycheck. Now, if you don't get paid for 2 months, it's going to hurt. And there's millions of contractors, way more than there are DACA recipients. So our mother country chooses to take care of other children before they take care of us. I just saw earlier today on the news that the CEO of Amazon was giving out like scholarships to DACA recipients. You're taking care of other children. There are many children in this country whose parents can afford to send them to college. I stopped watching American Idol because every year I would see them raise all this money and send it to Africa. Do I feel bad for Africa? Of course I do. But I also feel bad for the children right here in the United States, 1 out of 5 who go to bed hungry. I care about the veterans that live on the streets to serve their countries that have no place to live. I care about the single mothers who don't work simply because childcare is way more than they could ever make. That's why Americans are upset. Because we are the native children. Take care of us first. You can't take care of anybody until you take care of your own first. That doesn't make us racist. That doesn't make us nationalists. That doesn't make us insensitive. It makes us stronger. It helps the country grow. So wake up, America, when you're sitting back there crying about DACA recipients and how the Democratic Party is holding this whole situation hostage and our government will close. Trust me, it's going to hurt a lot more Americans than it will hurt DACA recipients. Think about it. I'm Dion Alexander, American First.